Yeah, the important things. So no more silly stuff. Now we're talking mascot. So I actually don't have a lot to say about this. Basically the question is more like this: should we? Because I brought it on myself because I brought up the question a few months ago, and what should it be if we want a mascot? And then I asked what people would like to see, and we got a bazillion different options. And this particular illustration is done by someone in the discussions on GitHub. Anyway, I don't know what it gave us, others than sure people have a lot of opinions and ideas, because it's like this is really the ultimate bike shed question. So easy to have an opinion and so easy to just you should have that. Of course it should be that, And I think this list was made actually before I had all the different suggestions, so there are actually many more too. And sure, we could have a voting process or whatever, and there will be some kind of outcome, but I don't think that's not the problem here. So I still think it's we need things like different versions and resolutions. We need someone who actually can do this and provide us with a mascot-like thing, but the question then remains just should we, and if so, who should do that? Because I certainly can't, and I actually don't know exactly how I would proceed with this anyway. But so I'm debating that back and forth, and then I'm still fall back to the should we really? I don't know. I haven't really made up my mind what I think about it. Obviously people like the idea of it, even though I also think that most people don't really care much if we have or don't have. 27 years we haven't had a mascot. We have this fun symbol. I think that for me that's often been good enough. What do you think?
Do logo with the Google eyes.
Googly eyes, exactly.
Yeah. I like the logo in itself. I think it's very good already.
When you put the googly eyes in the middle or on each of the dots?
Just put it on the side and it's just the face.
Yeah, I think someone actually proposed that.
It's not
it's not, it doesn't have to.
Anyway, I just wanted to wrap this up. It's not wrap up maybe, but that's the state of the affair right now. So I don't know. I think as long as no one is pushing for it or is going to make a an effort here and take the lead, I think I'll just let it remain dormant for a while and see if anyone gets inspired or something. It's not terribly important either. So.
Yeah, exactly. The name is, everyone recognizes the name. And you have a common logo and how to write it and with the slashes. And that's recognized by people who are at least aware in that sense of what it is. So there's really nothing to be gained. If it's not fun to do a mascot, immediately something jumps to mind. There's nothing.
The only thing to be gained is possibly you can do more fun things, like having more fun prints on a T-shirt or making a plushie. Sorry?
Maybe Stefan running around in the mascot.
Yeah, mascot suits, exactly.
Exactly.
Send them out, mascot
That's
suits.
what I was afraid of.
I might even draw it. I might even do that.
To every contributor we need to send them out.
In Ghana we will have this dance.
Workers people have their mascot that follows them and things like that.
Exactly. Yeah, so sure, you can do fun things when you have a mascot, but
I vote yes.
That's a vote for yes, okay, but
I have no skill in this area.
In general, it's going to come down if a good mascot appears, then.
Yeah, exactly. I think I'm more sure if someone proposes something that seems good and seems to work and
now
matches
deciding
everything
you
else.
need a mascot and then in 6 months picking the best of kind of not very good set of proposals is not good.
Right.
If in 6 months someone appears with a really nice mascot, that's an entirely different thing.
I mean, maybe as a start, the project should decide on some. If somebody were to come up with a mascot, we should have some sort of basic requirements. Like it should look good in color, in monochrome, high res, low res, big, small. Should be printable on T-shirts, on mugs.
Yeah, I guess that's a good way to sort of yeah, as a next step. This is what the requirement would be for a mascot.
Does it have to be the next step? I mean, if
Well, could be a step.
Yep.
I don't know. Yeah.
It cannot be that from like the beginning because you still like you'd have very many artistic people wasting their time basically until you settle on something, and it's not easy, let me tell you.
time spent on art is never time wasted.
Well, yeah.
But it's also
I think
it's we don't want to waste people's times or set up expectations when we don't want to lead them on to the sort of spend a lot of time on this and then we say nah, we don't care. That would sort of be a little bit
When you think about other open source project mascots, I think most of them kind of showed up someday,
Yes.
and then a while later they were common enough that the people now this happens to be the mascot. Not we need a mascot, please someone figure something out.
Yeah.
That way no one's disappointed. You don't set expectations and so on.
Well, it needs to be something that lives in the sea, right?
A sea lion, there was one
A
of the
sea
proposals.
lion,
Well, that's already
a penguin-like thing.
But I also
A
like
fish with spikes.
that pun with a S curl as in squirrel. just
Squirrel. Squirrel, yeah.
But I don't know, puns work really well. you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, there are a lot of good proposals, I think.
Someone asked an AI what a mascot would look like.
Yes, I think several people have done that. So.
There's one here.
And then you get one of those generic AI responses with a lot of bullet points and
It
proposals.
could be a friendly anthropomorphic curl or wave. I'm not sure what that looks like.
It could be a slinky.
No, I think I totally agree with Frank, like, or the other speaker, making a competition and then just choosing the somehow best among the, I don't think that's a good way. Either it comes somehow into the project or you leave it out.
Yeah.
Forcing a mascot just for having a mascot itself is, I don't think it's...
Yeah, that's
Just pressure.
It's nice to have one, but
Yeah, but like, I mean, I like the OpenBSD mascot or the tux or whatever, when it just comes there and seems to belong to that and it's easily recognizable. But
Well, but curl already has that. It has the font for the curl name. It has the symbol of this.
yeah, but for example, a mascot should work without the curl word on
Yeah.
it somewhere.
Yeah.
If
Yeah,
it
but
only
curl
works
is-
because it carries a T-shirt that says curl, then it's not.
Right, but I think to defend this particular one, it works sort of as a learning that this is the curl guy. So it could have both the T-shirt and be without the T-shirt because over time it could lose the T-shirt. But I don't actually propose this particular one. This was just one that someone submitted, so I could have as an example.
a lot of people on the stream chat would like a mascot. They buy curl merch, even if it's a weird liquefied window.
Yeah, basically every animal has been suggested, right? So so quite a lot of them are curl, or animals that curl up. At least. Anyway, I think that was all I wanted to say about mascots. So yeah, I don't know where we are really. It should just show up, and we'll be happy.
It's gonna knock on the door.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think if someone really wants a mascot, they should just start whenever Carlos mentioned somewhere, post their picture and
Yeah.
It needs a
get
champion.
Get
Yes.
it out there.